Well, we came here this weekend because this morning we're here to support the veterans. Today we're going to do some speeches, a march, and we're going to try to bring in a positive atmosphere into Berkeley. It's been a long journey in terms of the last year, everything that a lot of these people have done in Berkeley, from mass riots, you know, to finally being able to march around peacefully without Antifa. So
definitely, that's the goal. Definitely. And I asked Tiny this last time in Portland. Do you consider yourself in any way almost like a provocateur in a sense? I mean,
sure.
Some people could think that, you know, they could see you as provocateurs, you know, in a way. You know, if that makes sense.
They can see me any kind of way they want to see me. I've already been called so many names. Yeah. They see me as a white supremacist, which is really stupid. Yeah. But I'm still out here. Yeah. And that's all I got to say.
We're provocateurs because we go to the places where people say we're not allowed to go. So that's being provocateur. But the question is, for me, I don't show up to these places and be disrespectful to people. I'm respectful. I won't get in their faces. I've been spit on. I've had stuff thrown at me. I've been assaulted, and you know, I'm always going to respond in kindness and love. But in terms of, you know, Martin Luther King was also a provocateur. He went to the areas where he wasn't supposed to go. He brought out the violence and the hate, you know, from these people who wouldn't allow people to go in the diners. And so, I mean, that's basically what we're doing. And I was committed to continue coming down to Berkeley until Antifa learned that if they use violence against us, there's going to be consequences.
Now, are you surprised? I haven't seen too many counter-protesters here.
No, I'm not surprised at all because it's been dying out. Antifa's still out there, but they can't show up and be violent. Number one, they will get arrested. Okay, and number two, there'll be a huge blowback from the community. There are good people in Berkeley. I know it. I've talked to them. I believe in them. And they used to believe that Antifa was some magic, you know, group that protected the city from far-right groups, you know, but when they see random people getting beat up on August 27th in that park, it opens their eyes, you know. These liberals are literally holding signs that says peace and love, and then they see an innocent guy get beat up by a man dressed in all black. And I think that opened up a lot of people's eyes.
I think they maybe realized that, you know, what they were doing was pushing more people away from that.
That's right.
And so your goal, I'm thinking, is almost trying to bring people who are moderate on the left, on the right, and try to bring them to what your perspective is, or what you would like to see happen.
There are extremists in this city and other cities around this West Coast that are afraid of our message because it's so simple and everyone can agree with it. Anyone with a head on their shoulders. It's about freedom and it's about love and peace and bringing together. We can vote for different people. That's the thing, and still get along. And that's the thing. That's the problem with Trump right now. It's so divisive, and so people literally believe that if someone voted for Trump, that they're an enemy. That's not. We got to get away from that.
It's hard to have a dialogue with people when things are so polarized.
Yeah. And we're kind of forcing our way in here, right? Like, before they try to keep us out, so there cannot be conversations. But like the last two times we came down and did marches, everyone was talking. Like right now, people are talking. This would have never happened. This would have never happened before.
Yeah, and I was surprised in Portland. There were no arrests, to my knowledge, no injuries.
And we're walking in the middle of them, and
I was very surprised. I mean, there was like some light altercations.
Yeah, like Tiny said he would eat someone, but
yeah.
See that video?
Which one was that?
He said, Tiny, this.
Well, there was that girl. I got the video.
He's like, I will barbecue you and eat you.
No,
100,000 American lives to be lost.
How many homosexuals were killed by that flag right there?
That's right.
How many homosexuals were killed by the red flag?
A lot.
Then they lost. And in other countries, the losers get hanged. But not in this country. I don't care. Everybody was killed.
Break you to pieces if you touch me. I will literally.
Too many people were killed.
I'm not a redneck. I'm different. I'm worse than a redneck. I'm worse than a redneck. I'm telling you, I'm worse than a redneck. You better back the fuck up. I'm worse than a redneck. Try to swing and you'll see I'm worse than a redneck.
Wait, back the fuck off. Now, back off. I got a real fucking
Make a move. Make a move and see. Make a fucking move and see.
Why would I swing on you? We're here for a peaceful fucking rally. You guys show up talking all this shit.
We had a peaceful rally. We have peaceful rally all the time. And y'all motherfuckers always show up. Now make a move.
I want them to go.
All right, so let me start off. So what's your name?
Kyle Chapman, also known as Bass Stickman.
And what are your thoughts on today? How'd it go?
I think it went well. We've been doing these rallies for almost a year here in Berkeley. Typically, we have experienced quite a bit of opposition. Today is one of the very first times we have ever come here and experienced no opposition. And so we're winning. And we're letting these people know that we're not going to be silenced and that there is no such thing as liberal or conservative turf. There are not gangs or cartels running these cities, and that whether you're liberal or conservative, you have the same and equal First Amendment rights that everyone else does, and you can exercise that right in any city in the United States.
And what do you think caused that? I mean, what do you think has changed since then? I mean, it's hard to tell.
What is called Antifa to finally stand down?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Just our resilience, our refusal to back down. They're tired. The police are tired.
I mean, I was expecting a much greater presence of counter-protesters, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Were you expecting the same?
Oh, yeah, well, this is what we, every time.
Yeah.
They come up in mass and counter-protested us, so it's slowly starting to fade. You can see what happened with the November 4th Resist march that was planned all across the United States. Is that it was a complete flop. Nobody turned out to support them. I showed up at the one here in San Francisco, and they turned out 90 people in one of the largest, most liberal, densely populated cities in the United States. They turned out 90 people, and they still had to bring all the signs to give to people. Nobody brought their own signs.
That's probably even a worse of a show than in Portland than what I saw.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pathetic everywhere. It was
I was shocked. I was shocked. I mean, from what I saw June 4th and then in September in Vancouver and Portland.
Yeah, we're winning.
I'm surprised how it's tapered down. Any thoughts for the future?
Well, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're not going to be silenced. We're going to get these people here in Berkeley used to seeing conservatives, seeing people be openly patriotic, carrying American flags, carrying Trump flags, wearing MAGA hats, and they will have to accept our presence.
Sounds like you won't need the sticks anymore, right?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope I don't need the flagpoles anymore.
Right on, brother. All right. So, yeah, what are your opinions on what happened today?
Nothing, just a nice calm day. Just people marching around, giving small speeches. It's really grassroots and organic. And that's all that we want to be able to do in Berkeley. I think it's really cool to see the fact that it's not a gang trying to murder us. So that's a huge plus. That's really cool. It makes me a little bit emotional because it's been a long year, and it's been the goal the whole time.
It seems like it's been changing quite a bit. I'm very surprised to see the lack of counter-protesters here. I mean, it's not what I expected, but it's a lot more peaceful, it seems like.
I think so. The next step is for locals around here, and they're already doing it. There's a lot of them that are doing it. They're doing their own stuff and everything, but now it's getting more and more people to do it in Berkeley, do it in San Francisco, and so that they feel safe, Even if there's protesters, counter-protesters, that's fine, you know what I mean? As long as they're not breaking the law and stuff, but I want people to begin to understand that it's okay to stand up for what you believe in. We've been doing it for a year, and look at the results, We've been doing it over and over and over again, and it's been getting better and better and better, So.
No, you've got the Facebook thing tomorrow.
Yeah, that's Haley Adams.
And do you have any future plans after that at all, or is that kind of up in the air?
December 12th up in Portland, we're going to be protesting Hillary Clinton because she's coming to town, so I'm really excited to go. So it's a protest against establishment and corruption and the fact that she stole it from Bernie. It's just hilarious. That's the funny thing. If liberals are pissed off that Trump won, blame it on Hillary Clinton because she stole the nomination from Bernie, and Bernie would have kicked Donald Trump's ass. That's guaranteed. Or at least it would have won, that's for sure. And then December 24th, I'm doing a March for Jesus in Portland. So that's what we're doing for now. Yeah.
Well, I'll be looking forward to that.
All right, brother.
Smoke.